traffic flow for our area.
Oh, folks, Tornado Alley has lived up to its nickname over the past week. Check out this twister in Kansas last night. Impressive, huh? The storm chaser caught 2 tornadoes at the same time. No injuries reported from this storm, but a lot of debris was kicked up, as you might imagine. Well, where will we find the active weather going into your Saturday? As far as thunderstorms, active thunderstorms, fairly strong ones across the upper Midwest. So going from Iowa up through parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota, even around the Twin Cities. And then heavy rain pulling in ahead of our tropical system. And we'll continue to watch that. It could mean flooding rains for many of us here across the south and along the Gulf Coast. Scattered thunderstorms stretching on in, and we're going to find scattered storms for Sunday all the way out toward the northeast and mid-Atlantic. Still some active weather across the southeast as well, and still opportunities for rain here in the east, but watching more opportunities also scooting across the northern plains and back through the western Great Lakes right on into next Tuesday. So not much of a break from some of the wet weather here, although we will find precipitation across the southeast, lightening up in a sense, and we'll find the thunderstorms becoming more isolated, more few and far between with time. More showers moving into the northwest Wednesday on into Thursday, while things are still active from the Great Lakes to the northeast, down along the southeast coast and on into Florida, and still some scattered showers and storms on Friday into the Great Lakes and mid-Atlantic, but quieting down finally across the south. Temperature-wise, we're looking at some heat in Texas, also through the southwest, but evidence of our trough hanging in there, leaving us with below-average temperatures into the Denver area. That was certainly the case today, and still chilly going on into your Monday for Denver standards this time of the year. Looking at some 90s stretching up through the southeast, though, coolish into parts of northern New England, and seeing temperatures on the rise going into the northern plains and the central plains as well. Paul?
We'll have much more on Tropical Storm Arlene just ahead. And warnings have already been posted along the Gulf Coast. How strong will it be when it comes onshore? Find out.
When investing in growth companies, we look below the surface for those with a winning edge. Our perspective has made Franklin a leader in equity investing. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
The freedom and flexibility to pursue your passions. Go RVing. Call for a free video and visit an RV dealer.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Flea sticks, mosquitoes really bother. Thanks for the package. That's why I'm writing. Canine Advantix quickly stopped all the biting. Swimming, hiking, and tent pitching. They're not biting. I'm not itching. Can't wait to show you all my new tricks. Thanks again for sending me Canine Advantix.
Only Canine Advantix repels and kills fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes in minutes.
We're best friends. Honors students. We are diabetics. We test 10 times a day because this is our meter.
The AccuCheck Compact System takes the pain out of struggling with strips. You can also test on your palm.
We say, see you later, pain.
Switch to the AccuCheck Compact System.
Grab a new Quaker Crunchy Granola Bar, because when he's on the outside, the goodness of Quaker oatmeal's on the inside. New Quaker Crunchy Granola Bars. Another way to get your Quaker a day.
Heavy rain and strong winds from Tropical Storm Arlene have already caused damage in Florida. Here on Pompano Beach, you can see the roof was nearly ripped off this building, and some of the debris landed on top of a van. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Well, again, right now, a lot of people are watching Tropical Storm Arlene, but that is not the only game in town in terms of what's going on this weekend. The southeast, yes, we are watching Arlene, that moisture coming in, perhaps dampening some golf or tennis plans, especially in the Florida Panhandle. But severe weather is also a concern across the upper Midwest. But look at the rain Again, not a lot of lightning, but definitely a lot of heavy rain. That means already falling on saturated ground. The air mass is already muggy. Now we have more rain moving in.
Big time problems will likely ensue. Plenty of weekend plans have been changed by Arlene, that's for sure.
In fact, these boats are getting tied down along the Gulf Coast, but rain could be the big story from Tropical Storm Arlene. Get the details after your local on the 8th.
The next time you're ready to do lawn work, have the next best thing to a professional lawn crew waiting for you. Reach for the tools they rely on. Echo Power Tools. For power, for durability, season after season, Echo Power Tools have been the leading choice of professionals for years. Every Echo uses revolutionary two-stroke engine technology, and every Echo carries the highest performance rating there is. So put an Echo in your garage. Available at leading lawn care equipment dealers nationwide.
A memo went out. Did you get it? It's calling for an end to individuality. It says that movies should be formulaic. It demands a style be ordinary. And sedans, well, they should just blend in. No leather interiors or navigation systems or powerful V6 engines. Funny, we never got that memo.
When you join National Car Rental's Emerald Club, you earn special privileges fast. For example, you get to bypass the counter and choose your own car, which gets you out of the airport fast. And the more you rent, the faster you can earn upgrades. We've also streamlined the return process, so you just drop off your car and go. You even get your choice of free rental days or airline miles, which sends you on vacation faster. National Car Rental. Faster than the speed of life.
Hurricane Week is here. Test your storm knowledge. Name the single costliest hurricane in U.S. history. Just text A, B, C, or D to storm, and we'll text you the correct answer. Hurricane Week, only on the Weather Channel.
Watch Hurricane Week every night this week at 8 Eastern. Your local on the 8s is next.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees with light rain. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, cloudy with occasional rain showers. Low 67. Winds light and variable. Chance of rain 50%. Rainfall around a ½ inch. And on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. High 75. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Rainfall possibly over 1 inch. And Saturday night, thunderstorms, low 67. Chance of rain 50%. Rainfall possibly over 1 inch. Our week ahead. Traffic flow for our area.
Tropical Storm Arlene closes in on the Gulf, and storm-worry residents get ready.
Arlene has already caused some damage in South Florida, so what's going to happen when it blows on shore? Get the latest track here on the Weather Channel Evening Edition.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is Evening Edition.
Tropical Storm Arlene has been getting stronger as it gets closer to shore. Good evening, I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Sharon Resulton, sitting in tonight for Alexandra Steele. We could have a hurricane by the time it makes landfall. And that is an unbelievable thought you imagine here for folks and for millions of homeowners here along the Gulf Coast.
In fact, our storm tracker Jim Cantore is in Pensacola Beach on the Florida Panhandle, which took some hard hits during last year's hurricane season. And Jim, while Arlene is nowhere near the strength of Ivan, folks there in the Panhandle do not want to see any type of storm at all.
They don't, Paul. I'll tell you, just the fact that Ivan was named is bad enough. The psychological bring back of the memories of Ivan with this thing is just awful. I'm telling you, because it doesn't matter that I tell people that Arlene isn't even a quarter of the beast that Ivan was. It's just like if you've ever been near a lightning storm or been struck by lightning, when you hear that thunder or when you see that lightning, what comes back to you? Not that storm, but the one that hit you. All right. You can see behind me here we have one of the homes that's on the beaches. It has been reconstructed very, very nicely. As a matter of fact, they just put the wood decking on that today to be able to get up into it. But oftentimes we don't talk about one of the problems inside, and we'll do that in just a moment. Let's bring in our hurricane expert, Dr. Steve Lyons. And Steve, I want to talk a little bit about this thing because all day we've seen more and more thunderstorms concentrate in and around the center. So now, how important does that center point become landfall-wise, and where is it going to come in?
Well, it's absolutely critical, Jim. If you live on the west side of the circulation, you're going to get far less rain. All the wind will remain offshore. It'll be much weaker. If you're on the east side of the circulation, on the other hand, that's another story. You're going to have the strongest winds and the highest wave action, the highest surge, and also the heaviest rain. Now, here's our best projected path of where it's going the next 24 hours. You can see by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, it's going to be on the coast. Right now, we're thinking our best estimate is somewhere in the western Florida Panhandle. But keep in mind, if it's way over here toward Apalachicola, all of these areas, you're going to get far less damage. On the other hand, if it falls way over on the west side of this cone, then a lot of these areas are going to be on the east side of the circulation, which is the danger side. Let's look at the circulation. Here it is right here. And you can see most of the heavy rain is here. The strongest winds are here. Just got a ship report down here that's blowing 50 miles per hour out of the southeast. Waves are about 18 to 20 feet. Heavy rain bands coming in still near the Maples area the next little while here. So still heavy rain over the peninsula. But this band is going to come in toward the Panhandle over the next 24 hours. Now, let's look, for example, at the water rise along the coastline. You can see locally 5 feet is possible. With a Category 1 hurricane, that's a possibility here. Now, not everyone is going to get 5 feet, but that's how high we could get with a Category 1 hurricane in the right front quadrant. If you're on the other quadrant, it's going to be far less than that. What are the other impacts wind-wise? Let's look at the wind for just a minute. Let's look at trees and power lines. Typically with a Category 1 or strong storm, that's strong enough to take the power lines down. So expect power outages along the coast here, and the possibility of power outages in this yellow cone with a Category 1 or a strong storm at landfall. And that can be problematic as well. The direct damage is going to be immediately along the coastline, and if you have a blue tarp on your roof, it's quite possible that's going to blow off. It's not going to be an Ivan by any means. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Lyons. Case in point there, that's for sure. We've talked about a lot of the destruction from Ivan. All right, we've hit that. You can see it, and in many cases, it's very, very visible to anybody driving up and down the streets here or even Highway 98. But one of the little talked about problems is actually a big one, mold.
Mold is airborne. It'll get into anywhere, any place. It's extremely bad here.
Bad because of Hurricane Ivan and the fact that whether through flooding or leaking, water got into many homes. Melina Burt knows this all too well.
The entire bottom part of our house had to be ripped up, as well as some areas upstairs. It's been, 8 months now, and we've been living in a very small house with 7 people, 1 bathroom. It's been very frustrating.
Burt called in a mold specialist.
We can't go into a home that had water damage that doesn't have mold growing. And a lot of times it's hidden. It's behind the walls.
Butch Baker says mold likes to grow where it's dark, where there's no wind and it's moist.
If you're not controlling the humidity in a home, you cannot control the mold, okay? Anything above 55% will grow mold.
So now with Arlene coming,
hopefully this storm won't give us any more damage and set us back any further.
All right, and I talked to one of the builders today. He said, you know, Jim, we really can't get rid of molds. We can only derail it, or if you will, make it go dormant, because once it gets cool and moist and dark again, guess what comes back? All those mold spores are just floating around in the air. So hopefully, as Dr. Lyons mentioned, those with tarps on their roofs will not lose them with this storm, but if you do and water gets in, get ready for some more mold issues there. That's what we're going to be looking at. Well, coming up next, we're going to talk about a house that was built as a result of this storm. A nice story, a little something to smile about as a result of Ivan. And we'll keep an eye on Arlene for us. Will it be the first hurricane in June in the last 10 years? Last one we had was 1995, Hurricane Allison. Will Arlene be the next one? We'll let you know.
This program was brought to you by Lowe's, where you'll find all your home improvement needs. Lowe's, where improving home improvement never ends.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do we. That's why Lowe's makes it easy to have the home you want. Not because of our new Owens Corning Center, which makes choosing a new roof easy, or because it's easy to get the right Pella window or door, or because even installation is easy, or because nobody works harder to save you money every day, which Lowe's promises to do. At Lowe's, improving home improvement never ends.
Use your Lowe's card and pay nothing for 12 months on all purchases of $2.99 or more.
Go to weather.com/Lowe's to plan your weekend project.
I'm the captain of a 55-foot research vessel. It's not very productive for me to take the boat out of service to go shopping. West Marine probably saves me 10, 15 days a year. From my perspective, that's just phenomenal.
Enjoy smooth freshwater system performance with a SureFlow automatic freshwater pump. And optimize your power supply with a True Charge battery charger by Xantrex.
West Marine's real helpful to us.
The pros trust West Marine. You can too.
For the West Marine store in your area, call 1-800-BOATING or visit our website at westmarine.com.
Were you in a major accident? Are you a lemon? You smell like a lemon.
Don't buy a used car without a Carfax history report. Now with the buyback guarantee. For details, ask your dealer or go to Carfax.com.
Can your nails do this and not break? They can with Nutrinail Triple Power Gel. Contains 3 powerful strengtheners to prevent breakage. Nutrinail Triple Power Gel.
Suffer with scars from surgery and other causes? Then you need ScarZone, the scar diminishing cream to help fade away scars. Your scars need ScarZone.
This morning my hair was straight. Then Brad called, so I decided to go curly. I used Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo. Thank you, Wash and Curl.
Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo.
Now the Weather Channel will call, page, or email you anytime, anywhere severe weather threatens. Get notified. It delivers the urgent warnings you need, so you'll know before tornadoes and storms head your way. Get peace of mind. Sign up at weather.com/notify today.
Watch Hurricane Week every night this week at 8 Eastern. Your local on the 8s is next.
Currently, the temperature is 74 degrees with light rain. Our local Doppler radar. Tonight, cloudy with occasional rain showers. Low 67. Winds light and variable. Chance of rain 50%. Rainfall around a ½ inch. And on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. High 75. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Rainfall possibly over 1 inch. And Saturday night, thunderstorms, low 67. Chance of rain 50%. Rainfall possibly over 1 inch. The week ahead. traffic flow for our area.
Hurricane Week continues here on the Weather Channel. Could we be looking at our first hurricane since Hurricane Allison in 1995, 10 years ago? We're going to find out a little bit later on tonight, or perhaps even tomorrow morning, as Arlene continues to make its way north toward the Panhandle. We want you to rush to completion everything you need to do to prepare for this hurricane, whether it be evacuate or just hunker down in your home. It has been a busy couple of years for the folks here in Pensacola. Let's go ahead and recap last year, and we look we started right off with her Tropical Storm Bonnie there. Rainfall about 2 inches. That was in August. Remember that early August. Sustained winds about 24 miles an hour. Not a big deal, but really it was the start of a very busy period there. Ivan, of course, coming in with the big rains, the sustained winds, the gusts to over 100 miles an hour, and the surge, and as you call, or a lot of people know as the storm tide. That was the big problem. We had water, walls of water, which made their way across Pensacola Barrier Island and just took everything in its path. Well, as you can see behind me here, we have a beautiful beach home that was restored very nicely, and it continues to be under repair in some cases, some of the steps and some of the lower levels in through here. But what if you're one, as many still are, without insurance, or you can't afford insurance? Well, here's how they deal with storms. It's impossible to count the number of lives Ivan affected. The grief only tolerable because it was shared by so many. But sometimes it takes adversity to find the greatest blessings.
Back over.
Theirs are names you have not heard, but it's not the recognition they're after. These women of Robertsdale, Alabama, just simply want to help.
Can't believe how many people out there that willing to volunteer and put all their hard work and are helping, other people that really need a place to stay.
Life after Ivan brought forth a span of emotions that Vicki Mims had never experienced. The mother of three lost her home and needed help, but who would offer? The answer came from Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat people are special because they care about other people. Some are very wealthy, some are very poor, but when they're on site, it's everybody's together.
It really made me feel good when the college kids came down on their spring break. I mean, they poured out their hearts to get this house finished. And even one girl, she even cried because it was time for them to go. And she wanted to put that one piece of vinyl siding up, and she would not leave unless she got that vinyl siding put up. I mean, they was hugging my neck, telling me how much they love me.
Although the theology builds friendships, it's the sweat that builds houses.
We're not all, contractors or licensed builders or anything, but we learn from builders and we learn from people who come on site who are highly skilled. Vicki started out, I think, 4 or 5 houses ago. She's been working on houses for that long, so she's picked up quite a bit.
Founded in 1976, Habitat has built more than 200,000 houses around the world, providing more than 1 million people in 100 countries safe and affordable shelter. But it's not given to them. In order to move into her 3-bedroom house, Mims must put in 500 sweat hours.
When they put those 500 hours in, there's nobody going to take that house away from them. They're not going to give it up, and they're not going to trash it. They're going to cherish that house forever because they've got their sweat into it.
It's been wonderful working with Miss Luke. I mean, Pat being here every day. I mean, it's just been a joy, happiness.
Well, I tell you, Vicki was happy that we came up there and told her story, and I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever met anyone who was happier, certainly, to be not only working on other people's homes like they talked about in that story, but eventually able to get in her own home. Unfortunately, there are still people without homes tonight, compliments of that historic hurricane season in 2004. Hopefully, they'll wind up with a happy ending like Vicki did. We'll keep you posted on Arlene, that's for sure. That's what we're doing here in Pensacola Beach tonight. Let's find out where this moisture is going over the next several days. Here's Sharon Resulton with a weekly plan.
Thanks, Jim. And that moisture is going to cause problems further inland as well. Some big rainfall concerns here, even as far north as the Smoky Mountains. And folks, if you're planning on camping this weekend, keep in mind heavier rains will be with us here along into the east of that center of circulation as it moves on northward, drawing that tremendous tropical moisture on northward. And you know how it gets enhanced when it goes over the higher elevations. So we do need to be cautious here. And just anywhere here where you are likely to see the potential for flooding, many spots in the southeast, the ground is saturated, so we need to watch for that. Your Saturday forecast will feature that rain and also strong storms in the upper Midwest. More on Arlene with our tropical expert next.
This program was brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. Stay tuned for your weekend project forecast.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do we. That's why Lowe's makes it easy to have the home you want. Not because of our new Owens Corning Center, which makes choosing a new roof easy, or because it's easy to get the right pillow, window, or door, or because even installation is easy. Because nobody works harder to save you money every day, which Lowe's promises to do. At Lowe's, improving home improvement never ends.
Use your Lowe's card and pay nothing for 12 months on all purchases of $2.99 or more.
Go to weather.com/Lowe's to plan your weekend project.
Hurricane Week, tomorrow at 8. A Category 3 hurricane tears through an island.
The worst is yet to come.
Leaving only one question on their minds.
Are we going to make it through the storm?
Plus, a fishing vacation takes a turn for the worst.
A hurricane was headed directly towards us.
As four friends hang on for dear life.
We all knew we were in big trouble.
Step into the eye for Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 and 11 Eastern. Only on the Weather Channel.
From out of the shadows comes a masterpiece for all time. A Joel Schumacher film. Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera.
Get it now on in-demand pay-per-view.
I'm Bob Vila. If you're tired of the way your kitchen looks, Sears has good news for you. Imagine having your kitchen refaced. Choose from hundreds of styles and color combinations. Rich wood tones such as tawny oak and natural maple, or attractive contemporary colors for the style, look, and feel you've always wanted. The high-quality materials are installed by Sears-authorized kitchen refacing specialists.
Call now for your free, no-obligation in-home design consultation.
You can have the kitchen you've always wanted in as little as 3 days.
Is there. Watch Hurricane Week every night this week at 8 Eastern. Your local on the 8s is next.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees with light rain. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, cloudy with occasional rain showers, low 67, winds light and variable, chance of rain 50%, rainfall around a ½ inch. And on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms, high 75, winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour, chance of rain 60%, rainfall possibly over 1 inch. And Saturday night, thunderstorms, low 67, chance of rain 50%, rainfall possibly over 1 inch. Expect a chance of thunderstorms Sunday through Tuesday, with temperatures in the low 80s on Sunday. Traffic flow for our area.